Hello, and welcome to the fifth of the five greatest challenges. This one is on self-care. I'm really impressed by the people who could see themselves clearly enough to notice that this is a big challenge that we all face in this busy world today. So I purposely saved this topic for last because it is the most important, really. Now, when I say self-care, I'm talking much less about things like going and getting a manicure than I am about taking care of your biggest self, you as a soul. When you take care of that, other things like food and shelter pretty much fall into place. So the biggest obstacle to self-care in our society is this Judeo-Christian notion that self-care is selfish. I don't think Jesus would even agree that self-care is selfish. He admonished us to do unto others as we would have them do unto us. So whenever you see yourself as fundamentally separate, whether it's from another person or another country or from nature or from God, you deprive yourself of that thing unnecessarily. It's a part of you that is necessary that you don't need to separate from. It is part of you. So, for example, when we separate ourselves from those dirty immigrants, right, we deprive ourselves of the very bodies and minds and souls that have been the source of this great nation. So, looking at it from the most general point of view now, being human, it's not a zero-sum game. So that means one person doesn't have to suffer in order for somebody else to do better, right? On the contrary, being human is actually about synergy, the greater good that's possible when we work together. Because we are already together anyway, so tearing us apart only weakens us. And it's really only in your thinking that you were ever separate anyway. In reality, you never were. The truth is, you're a product of the world around you. You and the people around you share history and language and geography, even genes. So nothing, in fact, in your life is separate from the world. You are made of the same elements that everything else is made of. Every animate and inanimate molecule shares in the one same universe. In the same way that taking care of your liver, say, is taking care of your leg, right? The leg needs the blood that's purified by the liver in order to move around. And the liver needs the legs to move us around to circulate the purified blood from the liver. So, in the same way, living your purpose, in other words, taking care of your highest, truest self, is taking care of other people. After all, we're one. Just to put it one more way, living your purpose, regardless what you happen to be doing at any given moment, but living your purpose through whatever you're doing is the best thing you can do for others. So now when I say self-care, I have three levels of that in mind. One is faith, one is hope, and one is love. So on the level of faith, it's about having faith in your extended self, your infinitely extended self into the future, your progeny. So at this level, we want to ask the question Jonas Salk asked, are we being good ancestors? What will be your legacy in the grand scheme of things? This is yourself as extended into the future. Second level, hope. So taking care of or putting hope in the community. Let's call it the community's mind, right? The community has a mind. It's more complex than your mind. And I'm not talking about hope in some superficial way either, like that cross your fingers and hope to die kind of hope. I'm talking about radical hope. That's what Jonathan Lear calls it in the book by that title, where he looks at how the Crow Indian nation had to really do some soul searching to find a new purpose once they realized they were not going to be able to be a warrior nation anymore in the face of the white man with his guns. So I'm talking about the kind of hope that believes that by being the change that you want in the world, it will come about, to quote Gandhi. So who it is that you're being for yourself as community is what makes all the difference at this level. Are you contributing being worn out and victimized, resentful and resigned? Is that what you're putting into the communal mind? Or are you contributing peace, acceptance, service? Very different picture. Finally, there's the level of the body. Love. Love your body. Eat healthy food. Get plenty of rest. It's one of the top factors in the blue zones, those zones in the world where people live the longest, they sleep the most too. Exercise regularly and wisely. Now, this isn't about having the biggest biceps in the world or making a 70-year-old woman look like a 17-year-old woman by way of surgery. No, this is about giving yourself the best possible chance to make the difference you aspire to in this life by taking care of that precious body that moves you around this planet. The one that God gave you. Yes, that one that you've got. That one right there. Take care of that body. Love that body. One of the saddest things is to see a person giving, but not making the difference that they intended to, because they're coming from a place of lack, not whole. It's like they start the car with a flat tire. They're either not taking care of their body or their mind or their soul. The happiest thing, on the other hand, to see is that your world is improving. The welfare of all is going up, knowing that all you had to do was recognize your purpose, align your actions with it, and surrender everything else into God's hands. There's a lot more on this topic in my book. Listen Till You Disappear is the name of the book. You can get it on Amazon. And look, pages 158 to 179 on this topic. Right now, I invite you to reply to the email that this link came in, the link to this video came in, with the best time that you and I could get together. Look in your calendar, find the best time that we could do a gift coaching session. That means no cost, on how to strengthen your weakest link to self-care. In the meantime, take care.